Hi everyone, it's great to be able to virtually meet you. My name is Stephen Borish, and I'm going to use this video to tell you a little bit about myself, about the AP Biology course, and my hopes for the year. Firstly, it's been a pleasure to have this opportunity to teach AP Biology at Malvern. This is my 4th year teaching the course, and it's my 6th year teaching in general at Malvern Prep. In addition to AP Biology, I also teach modern medicine, and I co-teach an interdisciplinary course with Dr. Sayers called Mosaics, Systems, and Self. And outside of the classroom, I am a moderator of the Annenberg Medical Science Symposium, as well as the Spanish Honor Society, along with Kim Wright. I'm currently completing my PhD at Drexel University in molecular medicine, and I do work in cell biology and immunology. So for me, I love to bring current biology research topics into the classroom. In terms of the course expectations, what you may have seen already on my Malvern is that the AP Biology course page has a set of topics pages where students can find all of the class resources they'll need for the year, including things like lesson objectives, videos, presentations, review material, online textbook resources, all of which is organized by unit. And in addition to my Malvern, the students also have access to AP Classroom, which is a resource that's available through the College Board, and it has lots of review material for the AP exam. The questions that are available through AP Classroom are probably the best way to review for exams and checkpoints throughout the year. In general, I try to use the foundational research and core biological concepts to be able to explore fundamental principles, theories, and processes in biological systems. I expect the students to develop a scientific mindset, which means sometimes shifting from the idea that science is a subject to the idea that science is a way of thinking. Specifically, what we'll do is we'll practice what's called systems thinking, where we use a systems thinking approach for building connections within and between the molecular, cellular, organism, and environmental levels of life. And to do this, I've come up with a core set of labs that investigate the topics of the course. From my experience doing research, I know how important it is to be able to see the biological concepts come to life in labs. So many of the topics throughout the course, therefore, will be taught through lab work. For example, this past week, what we did was looked at different macromolecules that are important for life. And our lab was to use chemical analysis to determine what kinds of macromolecules are found in pureed McDonald's breakfast food. Other labs involve us studying fermented fruit juice, or using CRISPR to genetically engineer zebrafish, or doing artificial selection techniques. And in addition to the labs, the course is also taught through synchronous and on-demand experiences. For example, I may introduce a new topic to the group, and then students branch off and work individually or in small teams. And one resource I'll use for delivering core content is Google Slides, where I've pre-recorded audio segments and then embedded them into the Google Slides that students can chunk their learning as they see appropriate. Every week, students also respond to discussion board prompts that are related to whatever topic it is that we're discussing. It's a way for them to practice finding good research and being able to communicate their language through text. And what I do is I try to design prompts that are based in current research questions so that students are able to use their imagination while also being able to practice their argumentation skills. In terms of quizzes and exams, I try to design assessments that will help me see the students' growth in terms of both content and skill. So the questions are normally similar to the AP exam questions, with the hope that it'll help them be the best prepared for the AP exam and for college exams in the future. I've served as an AP Biology course consultant for College Board. I've written exam questions that were used on past AP Biology exams, the MCAT for medical school admissions test, the GRE exams for grad school admission test. And so I have familiarity with the process of those tests, and I think it's important to practice. In addition to all of that, I find it's helpful to students when I show them that I too am a student. And so every Friday I go over different study techniques or cool tools or YouTube channels that I think they might want to subscribe to. And what I found is that it helps me connect with them on a different level, and it helps them process what it means to learn and how to learn. And so I hope this was informative and helpful for you. One of my biggest goals as a teacher is to help my students learn real, transferable skills that will help them navigate life outside of the classroom. And right now with COVID, more than ever, we can see just how important it is to have a good understanding of science and biology. And with that being said, I want to tell you that I am a resource whenever you need. Please do not hesitate to reach out. I hope you all stay safe, and I look forward to meeting you virtually or in person sometime soon. Thanks.